Hello, my name is Catherine Krasinski, and I'm the TA for this course. The PowerPoint that we're going to look at today is Chapter 4, Reproductive Anatomy and Physiology. I'll remind you all that you have extensive anatomy and physiology history, having taken those as prerequisites to this course. So this is really just going to be an overview. Sexual development starts to develop in the prenatal period. Genetic sex is determined at conception, though for the first 6 weeks of conception, both males and females are very similar and have similar reproductive organs during the development. Differentiation of the external genitalia is typically completed at about 12 weeks, and we understand that both ovaries and testes secrete their primary hormones, or are known as the sex hormones. Sexual development during childhood is inactive, though the hypothalamus is present and sexual organs are present and developed. The hypothalamus stimulates gonads to produce hormones of sexual maturity, and that's what kickstarts the active part of sexual development. Sexual development and sexual maturation. Reproductive organs become functional at puberty. Primary and secondary sex characteristics are also developed during the period of sexual maturation. Sexual development initiation. Puberty occurs in an orderly sequence, and we know that the hypothalamus, again, is responsible for helping to initiate that sequence. Other areas that play a major role in this include the anterior pituitary, as well as follicle-stimulating hormone in females and the luteinizing hormone. Ovaries and testes increase production of sex hormones. Again, those are the driving force of the sex hormones. And they also develop secondary sex characteristics as well. Female puberty changes include changes to the breast, a woman's body contours, body hair, skeletal growth, changes to the reproductive organs, and of course, menarche being a symbol of puberty. Male puberty changes include development of testes and penis, nocturnal emissions, body hair, body composition, again, changes to skeletal growth, and voice changes. There's a decline in female fertility as female maturation continues. This decreases during climactra, Hormone production declines, reproductive organs atrophy, and this is a period of time known as menopause. There is no current distinct marker event in males that mimic the similar events as menopause period for women. The next couple of slides are going to be visualizations of the external female reproductive organs, internal female reproductive organs, and we'll also take a look at male reproductive organs. Slides 11 over here is just going to be a breakdown of the previous visualizations that we saw in the female reproductive system. All right. We have internal female reproductive visualization here of the uterus and the layers that comprise the uterus itself. Taking a more segmented or closer picture here of the internal female reproductive organs include the ovaries and the fallopian tubes, organs that play a major role in conception and fetal development. The pelvis over here is going to be coming into play when we discuss labor and delivery, as we know this is the birth canal, and then another picture here of the female reproductive support structures and muscles. Okay. On slide 17, we have a visualization, a nice graph there of the female reproductive cycle, understanding the ovarian cycle, how the follicular phase is initiated, ovulatory phase, what does that mean for the female reproductive phases, and the luteal phase. It's also important to find the balance in both the ovarian cycle and the endometrial cycle. So you have a nice visualization there of the proliferative phase, secretory phase, and menstrual phase. During the female reproductive cycle, known as menarche, changes in cervical mucus are noted. Cervical mucus can become scant, thick, and sticky, signifying differences in a woman's cycle. Just before ovulation, cervical mucus becomes thin, clear, and elastic, and spinbrect is the elasticity of the cervical mucus. Slide 19 is going to show us both a front and a lateral view of the female breast, which will be highly important, especially if a woman chooses to breastfeed for breast exams. So it's always important to remember our actual anatomy. Female breast function, again, inactive during puberty, but we know once that initiation of the sex hormones begins, that the breast tissue also becomes affected. During pregnancy, high levels of estrogen and progesterone influence the breast tissue itself. Prolactin is secreted by the anterior pituitary. Active milk production occurs in response to the infant's suckling and can occur as well towards the second and third trimesters of pregnancy. In the next couple slides, we're going to be taking a look at the male external reproductive organs, both the penis and the scrotum, and then a more in-depth picture of the male internal reproductive organs, the testes, accessory ducts, and glands. Our last slide is a final question. Fertilization of the ovum takes place in which part of the fallopian tube? So hopefully once this PowerPoint has been completed, you'll be able to successfully answer